The North American river otter is a cute little animal that some people just see and don't necessarily think too much of. But these little animals are sort of unique and have some pretty weird and cool behaviors.
To start off, these otters live in only one continent, which is North America. The countries they live in are the US and Canada. They have a population of about 100,000 otters.
They live in what is called a Nearctic. According to dictionary.com, a Nearctic region is belonging or pertaining to a geographical division comprising temperate Greenland and Arctic North America, sometimes including high mountainous regions of the northern temperate zones. They cannot live without a water system nearby, which makes the Nearctic a good environment for them.
North American river otters can live anywhere between 14 to 25 years. The otters weigh about 13 to 20 pounds and they can get up to 2 to 4 feet long. They have short legs, long skinny bodies, and a flattened head.
That flattened head allows them to glide and have better movement in the water. Their feet are also webbed to make swimming faster and more efficient. They can also run somewhere around 18 miles per hour.
The North American river otter's kingdom is the Animalia kingdom. Their class is a Mammalia, phylum is a Chordata, subphylum is a Vertebrata, order is a Carnivora, suborder is a Caniformia, family is a Musteldae, subfamily is a Lutrinae, genus is Elantra, and species name is Elantra canadensis.
Now, a little more about the region. The North American otter inhabits most of the United States and Canada, from the Pacific to the Atlantic coast. It also inhabits from the Gulf of Mexico to northern Alaska. Being aquatic in nature, this species is confined to places that have permanent water. This includes a wide range of habitats from rivers, streams, and creeks to coastal waters, lakes, and swamps. They need to stay in an environment near water due to their eating and lifestyles.
Now on to what they eat. Many North American river otters eat fish, frogs, crayfish, turtles, eggs, insects, and small mammals. They can even travel far distances to hunt their food or to find food. The otters will travel anywhere from 10 to 18 miles for food. They have very high metabolisms, which require them to eat a lot during the day. Their metabolism gives them their very hyper energy. They normally feed on slow, moving, and easy to catch fish.
Now, here are some cool facts about their behaviors and lifestyle. River otters communicate with sound and smell. They do this by screaming, whistling, yelping, and growling. They scent mark also by using their scent glands close to the base or bottom of their tails that would basically create a musty or strong odor. The otters also communicate with touch and body posture.
North American river otters are most likely to be seen in the winter. They will slide across the water to get where they need to go if they can't break the ice to swim.
The males often tend to breed with many different females. Some behaviors and habits that they like to do are chasing their tails, holding hands while they are sleeping, throwing and bouncing things, and they love laying on their backs and just being with other otters.
The otters can also hold their breaths up to 8 minutes at a time and can dive as deep as 60 feet.
Our ornithology question for our research project is, does the air temperature affect how long the otters are in the water? Our hypothesis is that the air temperature does affect how long the otters stay in the water.
For our procedure, we first timed how long the otter is in the water once they jump in for about 30 minutes for 3 times. Then we made sure we kept track of the air temperature throughout our testing. Once we finished each 30-minute sessions, we wrote down on the chart how many times they went into the water and how long the otter was in the water. Then we concluded that if they stayed in the water longer when the temperature is higher, or if the temp affects how long they stay in the water.
Here are the results from my otter. A summary of the whole experiment is that we had 3 sessions. We watched the otters from 9:05 to 9:35, 10:40 to 11:10, and 1 o'clock to 1:30. The results actually showed us that the otters don't necessarily stay in the water longer when the temperature increases. They went into the water more to cool off rather than stay in longer. The longest my otter stayed in the water was 3 minutes and 55 seconds, and that was at 1 o'clock. The otter averaged 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the early morning session, 1 minute and 54 seconds in the later morning session, and averaged 1 minute 8 seconds later in the day. This shows that the temperature does not affect how long the otters stay in the water.
My otter had close to the same results. The first session's average was 1 minute 36 seconds, the second session was 2 minutes 25 seconds, and the last session was 23 seconds. This concludes that our hypothesis was wrong. The temperature does not affect how long the otters stay in the water.
To reflect from this experiment, if we had to go again, we would change our question to, does the air temperature affect how many times the otter goes in the water? Also, results may vary depending on humidity level, windiness, or anything that would affect the air temperature. Now, here are some pictures and videos of the otters at the zoo to conclude our project. We ended up having fun researching and learning some cool facts about this wonderful animal. This video shows how their webbed feet work.